we get started, I want to address a few things. First thing is, yes, these are different glasses than I normally wear. The reason I'm addressing them is because they're a lot more noticeable due to the fact they're thick as can be and they're jet black and they stand out like a sore thumb. So right now, this is what I'll be wearing, and I don't know, but I really do not like the way I look at them. So anyways, welcome to Titans PIO, preseason, in-season, off-season, Titan coverage all year round, and a lot has happened since the last video I did. By the way, speaking on the last video, I don't know if you noticed it or not. If you were watching on TikTok, you may have noticed the video wasn't up before the games last week. And the reason was because for some reason I could not just get it to upload to TikTok. I believe it was due to some issues they were having with their server and weather. So that's why it popped up so much later. I had it ready to go way before on time, like almost 2 nights before. For once I was prepared, and the one time I was prepared, it didn't go through. But anyways, guys, so that's what happened on that video. If you're watching on YouTube, then it was up when it actually was supposed to have been up, so you're probably like, I don't know what you're talking about. Moving on from all that, let's get into some Titans news, and then we will address the Super Bowl. First things first, when it comes to the Titans as a team, some big stuff has happened. The biggest thing will be we have hired an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator. Now, real quick, I'm going to start with the defensive coordinator, and that is Gus Bradley. If you do not know who he is, join the club, because I have no idea who this guy is, okay? I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, Gus Bradley. Wow, we got one, because I don't know nothing about this guy. But apparently he has a relationship with Robert Saleh, and that right there is probably why he is coming to Tennessee. And by probably, I mean 100% why he is coming to Tennessee. And reality is, he's done this before for Robert. Robert will be the head coach, and he'll be making all the decisions and all the play calling on defense, and then Gus is just there to kind of be an assistant, even though he is the official defensive coordinator. So there we go. We have our defensive coordinator. What do I think? That I've had some time to look into him. I kind of like the guy. And I know he's getting a lot of kind of like, not hate, because Titan fans are happy, but they're like, I'm glad he's not doing play calling. But to be honest with you, I kind of like the guy, what I've looked into, and I kind of just feel like he doesn't get enough credit for the things he does do. Now, granted, my research hasn't went that grand, and I'm not sitting there acting like, oh, I went real deep with this guy, and I know everything about him. I don't. I did like a 30-minute Google search, just kind of looked around his history and his past and things like that. And so I think I like what I see. So only time's going to be able to tell. But regardless, he's been a head coach, and I like that, because it is someone who knows what they're doing. And that is something the Titans have not had in a long time, is people that know what they're doing. They know what their job is. This is exciting, because it also leads into our offensive coordinator, about having someone who was a head coach and knows what they're doing, because our new offensive coordinator is actually Brian Daboll. I don't know enough about him beforehand, but when I was researching him, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. We actually got somebody competent. He had options to be a head coach again, and he decided to say no and come be the offensive coordinator for Tennessee just because he wanted to be with Cam Ward? Guys, this is beyond exciting. This is the stuff we need. This is the good stuff that is finally coming to Tennessee. Now, look, I'm not going to lie to you. Robert Saleh, when we hired him, yeah, you know, whatever. I don't know much about him and all that fun stuff. But this guy, I'm like, wow. Honestly, this guy should have been the head coach, maybe. But the good news is, because he's not the head coach, all of his attention is on the offense. And I'm going to tell you, this is either as big or bigger of a hire than the head coach itself, which is kind of crazy. It typically don't go this way. I know this year wasn't perfect, but a lot of people felt like the Giants made a big mistake in firing him. And they say Jackson Dart, even though I've not looked into it, and I'm not going to say I know or not, they say Jackson Dart went backwards after they fired Brian. Maybe, I don't know. But this guy right here is beyond qualified. He's overqualified. He is actually overqualified for this position. So I am actually excited for this guy to be the offensive coordinator. We got a great head coach, hopefully. We got a decent defensive coordinator, hopefully. And we got a absolute knockout for an offensive coordinator. Is this it? Have we done it? Have we finally done it? Have we figured something out in Tennessee? And don't forget, we still have Bones Fossil as our special teams coordinator. What more do we need? Okay, I'm overhyping myself. Coming back down to reality, what I'm trying to say is this could be some really good stuff. Okay, so enough of the Titans stuff, enough of being super excited, super happy about the Titans. Let's kind of come back down to earth a little bit, take a breath, and realize some reality that is happening this weekend with the Super Bowl. Now, if you've been following my stuff, you know what I said last week, or the week before last week, when I was talking about the last games, that if it came down between the Patriots and the Seahawks, I would be completely fine with it. The Patriots took out the Broncos. Sorry to Broncos fans, but like I said, congratulations. You were one game away. You have a lot to be happy about. But the Patriots win, and Mike Vrabel, his first year as the Patriots head coach, gets to move on to the Super Bowl. And Titans fans are, why? Why? And then there's me like, hey, good job, Mike. Because unlike most Titan fans, I don't see the Mike Vrabel situation the same way as maybe you do. Mike Vrabel was a good head coach. There's no questioning about it. Mike Vrabel was a fantastic head coach. We 100% made the mistake of firing him. I don't dislike Mike Vrabel. I like Mike Vrabel. I have fond memories of watching him as the Titans head coach. And so, yes, I do understand, because I was that way with AJ when he went and won a Super Bowl. It hurt because he could have done it with us. But at this point, AJ's gone. Henry's gone. Tannehill's gone. Vrabel's gone. The four and some other players that I just can't right now come to mind. The core members of the Tennessee Titans that I watched a few years ago that was taking us so deep into the playoffs, they're gone. It's over. And every time a former player of the Titans goes and does good, I'm going to root against that team. I'm just not going to do it. I didn't want to see AJ move on, and it destroyed me. And yes, I'm not going to lie, it does kind of hurt that he won a Super Bowl. I do have a little bit of anger towards the Eagles because they did take AJ. We didn't just let AJ go like we did Henry and he went on. It was like, well, we traded. They had more involvement. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit more biased against the Eagles. Vrabel, you know what? I hope he wins. Because I hope it makes sense that we got to stop being so reactionary. When people this year are saying, oh, Cam Ward's a bust, or oh, this guy's not working out. If we go this upcoming year and we do decent but not great, are we going to start booing and wanting Robert fired? Are we going to fire our whole entire staff again? Are we going to be trying to go get another quarterback in the draft? You see, we got to give people time and patience, and that is one thing about the modern day NFL. There's no patience. There's no time. It's you either got it right now or you don't. Anyway, so that's the Patriots. And then the other team, of course, is the Seahawks. They took out the Rams. Thank you, Seahawks. Thank you. So if the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, guess what? I'm happy. If the Patriots win, I'm happy. This Sunday, I get to do something very rare because typically I try to pick a team and put a lot of stress in it. This Sunday, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to relax. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to watch the commercials. I'm going to watch the game. And I'm going to actually just see a good football game and not stress out about it. And if Mike Vrabel wins as a Titans fan, I say congratulations, you've earned it. And if the Seahawks win, I say to the entire organization, congratulations, you've earned it, because both teams have played hard this year. Both teams have done great. Anyways, guys, so thank you for watching this video. If you agree with what I said, great. If you disagree, comment below. Be respectful. Are you excited for our new offensive coordinator and our defensive coordinator and our head coach in general? Are you excited about the new Titans coaching staff? Do you think we finally got it figured out? Do you think we got some leadership now that we know what we're doing? We have a culture that we're actually trying to build? Or do you think this is going to be the same cycle we repeat, where we get excited, a bad season happens, another bad season, and then it's firing time? Whatever it is, like I said, put it in the comments below. And as always, tighten up.